Ooh, hey, Glenn, check this out, man. We've been looking for this one. We've been waiting for it. Oh, man. Remember how much buzz was around this guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been waiting a long time.
We have been waiting a long time, and it's finally arrived. Hey, good afternoon, Wild West guitar fans, and we got a treat for you here today. Really excited when the box of this came in. I just had to grab you, Glenn. We've been waiting for a second for this guitar. This is the custom shop edition of the personal guitar owned by George Harrison, the world famous Rocky. And talk about rock and roll royalty. This guitar is seen some things. I should say the original. And you and I both were reading through the story today where this was a guitar. The original was acquired by George Harrison in '65.
Yeah.
It was a 1961 Fender Stratocaster in Sonic Blue. And the story is on that day, two of these were purchased. One for John Lennon and one for George Harrison. And the George Harrison one has become fairly famous. I was just blown away by how many different songs this guitar is associated with.
Yeah, they got it towards, I guess it kind of, its first one was Ticket to Ride, and it was a little bit on the Help record, but then from then on out, you know, it was on Revolver, Rubber Soul,
Sgt. Pepper,
yeah,
the White Album,
yeah.
And subsequent Beatles recordings and George Harrison recordings. This is all over All Things Must Pass, and and a lot of the solo albums that George was doing from that period. I guess this was, as we were reading in the liner material, this was kind of his main slide guitar. And you know, that's an interesting story itself, because George kind of got to slide playing a little bit late. But Ry Cooder was one of his teachers, which is
that's who kind of told him how to set it up to play slide. So.
The story is that George himself did the paint job. I think they were using. Well, first maybe we should talk about that for a second. It was a really popular thing for artists to try to personalize instruments and essentially paint them. The Monterey Strat that Jimi Hendrix used is a prime example. Of course, Eric Clapton's SG, The Fool.
Page's Dragon.
Page's Dragon, indeed. It was a thing back in that time to kind of paint your guitar, to kind of personalize it, and this was the era of free expression. So that was just another mode of that. But really neat, kind of a cool story about the body, which is Day-Glo paint, but the headstock is actually nail polish.
Yeah, and there is, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look closely, or if you take a look at it, this person in the headstock is actually kind of like his ode to Clapton.
Yes. I found that interesting. Yeah, he did a little painting, a little portrait of Clapton on the headstock of Rocky, and it's been beautifully reproduced by the Fender custom shop, Pamelina, excuse me. Did an amazing job as she's hand painting each of these limited run of 100 guitars. And I will say this, this is one of the coolest reproductions I can remember seeing. Just the detail that she was able to capture, the little things on the guitar, the Go Cat Go, the Bebop a Loobop, all those guys, especially those English rockers from that era, were huge rockabilly fans. That's an ode to Gene Vincent. And definitely these sort of emblems, if you will, that were painted on the guitar. It's kind of a tribute to that and to other things that George found personally relatable. And kind of the neat thing is you're able to own this very cool piece of history and be able to make your own history on it yourself. And this is the type of guitars that we try to bring in for our customers here at Wild West Guitars.
Thanks.